Returning to the studio today are Kendal James and Goff Gleadle, who are preparing for their second lithograph exhibition in the series. This time they will show a contrast of monotone and coloured lithographs that they have remastered, and they're here now to tell us all about it. Well, thanks for coming in again, guys. And I mean, first of all, for anybody that didn't see it the first time around, what is a lithograph?
Well, my father was a lithographic artist in the 1930s, and he would draw using a crayon straight onto a stone tablet or a big metal plate, possibly more than life size, which is a skill that's long gone. And then from then it would be printed monochrome, and then colours added in different stages. And you know, he worked for a big poster company, and he did these huge cinema poster banners
for billboards.
Yeah, and advertising characters as well. So that's what. But the system that we use, which we're going to show in this exhibition, of the monochrome and the colour, that's long since gone because it's all digital. And the artist's skills of also drawing confidently, you know, on a big stone tablet, you have to get proportions right, and just in one go, it's a one-off system, you can't correct it.
The process hasn't changed too much though. We still, digitally, we still work in black and white and then add colour.
Yeah, but the skill and the technique is long gone because it requires years of training experience as well as talent.
I'd imagine so. And Kendal, obviously, as we said there before, this is the second part of the event, the second part of the series. So what can we expect that's a little bit different this time?
So this time we're really going to be focusing on the originals as monochromes and then as colours. So you'll see them parallel to each other in the art space gallery room. And then also we've got lots of work that I've been doing myself. We're looking at the posters that we already have and picking out the more commercial elements of them, or bits that our visitors told us they really loved last time. So removing some text and making zoomed in elements seem more finalised by themselves.
Okay, and I think we've actually got an example of that here. So I mean, if I hold this one up for the camera to see, we've got this poster here, and actually you've taken just this section here in the bottom.
Yep, as you can see just on this bit here.
And then sort of transpired it, and you've taken the text out for this one on the table.
Yeah, I've had to rebuild some of the clouds in the background to make it seem more like a standalone piece, rather than just scribbling out the text itself.
Brilliant. And I mean, what's been the most difficult part of the process then, to take sort of these big lithographs and then sort of shrink them down?
Well, it all goes, I mean, these originals are fragile and they're very large. So initially we started off, what I had to do is get them scanned by the university onto high quality computer files. And once we've got them scanned, we can print them, you know, in any size up to full scale. And then Kendal has got the computer skills to correct them and to restore them on the files.
So that's the bit that seems like it happens kind of quickly, because you end up just seeing the finished article. Whereas for me, it can take anything from half an hour, or on average maybe 3.5 hours per each one, but even up to 6 hours just to fix all of the broken details on each of these posters. It depends whether or not the posters were complete or two halves, or if there's holes in the eyes or bits of text missing. So it's a long process for myself on the computer, especially since we've got 50 originals to work.
Yeah,
and of course, this is all in between sort of the day job, and obviously you're both artists in your own right as well, so it's trying to squeeze it in between all of these other projects you've got going on.
Well, I'm retired, so I have a bit more leisure time than Kendal.
I have to remind him I'm busy sometimes.
Yeah, but this has been quite a not a full-time occupation for me, but quite an intense occupation for the last year and a half, really.
We talk about it most days of the week by email, or just a quick text or anything, just to check up with each other.
And also, you were telling me earlier as well that actually you found quite an awful lot more of these lithographic prints as well.
Well, what happened is that I did an article for the National U3A, the University of Third Aid magazine, and a reader contacted me because she recognised a couple of the images, which was the images of our OXO ones. We've got these 4, and she recognised them because her mother won a prize in a national OXO colouring book competition. Yeah, and so. She recognised a couple of the images, so she passed them on to Premier Foods, which now owns the OXO brand, and they sent me the images from the colouring book, and I didn't know any more than the fact that my father went to London and he did these 4. But now We've got 20 different ones.
Wow.
And it seems likely from the style that he did them all as posters, and then they were copied, the images were copied for the colouring book. And you can see we've got our lady here, look, here she is. You see, and we've got, and this is a different one which we haven't got. And then this one is the lady we've got there. And on this one, on this one we've got the complete poster, but on this one we only had the portrait, which he kept because it was his work, and the lettering was on the other side. But now we know her name. See, we just had a little bit of an S there, but now we know her name is Sheila.
Oh, wow.
Because they're all punning. So Sheila Dore, drinking OXO.
Fair enough. Well, it all sounds like it's fascinating stuff. It's all obviously on display, but most importantly then, if we want to come along, we want to have a look at all these lithographs and obviously all your hard work, when and where do we find it and how do we get involved?
So it's all this week, we're kicking off in the morning at Make Aldingbourne Enterprises in Fratton.
And that's on Wednesday?
That's Wednesday morning, 10 till 12, number 1 Cornwall Road. And then Wednesday evening between 4 and 6 is the first opening day. And you can find more information on the artspace.co.uk website for the rest of the days this week as well.
Brilliant. Well, guys, thank you very much for joining me. And to say, once again, some fantastic pictures that we've seen here.
Have we got time to mention the spring?
Not this time.
Right. Never mind.
No worries. We'll have to save that one for another time.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you very much for coming in and joining me.
Thank you.
Thank you.